Welcome to EuroConnect News, your gateway to all things European. Stay tuned for captivating updates, insightful analysis, and vibrant discussions. Hit subscribe now to join our community and explore Europe with us. Headline 1. Geert Wilders, leading the hard right wave in explosive EU elections. In the midst of the European Union parliamentary elections, Geert Wilders has emerged as a formidable figure, spearheading a significant shift towards hard-right ideologies. As the leader of the far-right Party for Freedom, PVV, Wilders is not just participating, but actively shaping the discourse. Known for his strong stances on immigration and EU sovereignty, Wilders is leveraging growing public discontent to push for drastic changes in EU policies. His influence is palpable, marking these elections as a potential turning point for Europe's political landscape. Wilders' ability to mobilize support and drive hard-right narratives underscores the shifting dynamics within the EU, making these elections crucial for the future direction of European integration. Headline 2. Controversial Geert Wilders drives hard-right surge in European politics. Geert Wilders, a figure often surrounded by controversy, is at the forefront of a hard-right surge sweeping through European politics. His Party for Freedom, PVV, has capitalized on widespread dissatisfaction with current EU policies, particularly regarding immigration and national sovereignty. Wilders' provocative rhetoric and unyielding stance against Islamic influence have garnered both fervent support and vehement opposition. Despite numerous legal battles and continuous security threats, Wilders remains a key player, influencing the political climate far beyond the Netherlands. His role in the ongoing EU elections highlights the growing traction of far-right movements across Europe, challenging the traditional pro-European consensus. Headline 3. Wilders' PVV gains momentum, a deep dive into the far-right movement shaping Europe. As the European Union navigates its parliamentary elections, Geert Wilders' Party for Freedom, PVV, is gaining significant momentum. This deep dive into the far-right movement reveals how Wilders and his party have tapped into the electorate's growing frustrations with the EU. The PVV's platform of strict immigration controls, national sovereignty, and Euroscepticism resonates with many voters, reflecting broader trends across Europe. Wilders' distinct approach, marked by direct communication and provocative statements, has effectively galvanized his base. As these elections unfold, the PVV's rise is not just a national phenomenon, but part of a larger wave, reshaping the European political landscape. Wilders' influence is pivotal as he continues to challenge the status quo and advocate for radical changes within the EU. Headline 4. Ireland and Czech Republic cast crucial votes in pivotal EU elections. As the European Union's high-stakes parliamentary elections continue, Ireland and the Czech Republic take center stage today. Voters in these countries are casting their ballots in what promises to be a decisive moment for the future direction of the EU. With issues such as migration, climate change, and economic policy hanging in the balance, these elections are critical for shaping the legislative agenda and political tone of the entire bloc. Headline 5. Historic EU elections, Ireland and Czech Republic voting day highlights. Today marks a historic day in the European Union's parliamentary elections as Ireland and the Czech Republic join the electoral process. In Ireland, 14 members will be selected for the European Parliament, with Sinn Féin poised to make significant gains ahead of the national election. Meanwhile, in the Czech Republic, the centrist opposition party ANO leads the polls, emphasizing the importance of every vote in this low-turnout election. These votes are a crucial indicator of public sentiment and political momentum within the EU. Headline 6. Ireland and Czech Republic vote amid high stakes in EU elections. Voters in Ireland and the Czech Republic are making their voices heard today in the ongoing European Union parliamentary elections. This second day of voting is pivotal, with nearly 400 million voters across the EU set to elect 705 members to the European Parliament. In Ireland, Sinn Féin seeks to leverage this election to build momentum for a forthcoming national election, while in the Czech Republic, the centrist ANO party is narrowly leading in the polls. The results from these countries will play a significant role in shaping the future policy directions of the EU. Headline 7. EU elections in full swing. Ireland and Czech Republic take the stage. The European Union's parliamentary elections are in full swing, with Ireland and the Czech Republic heading to the polls today. This critical vote will determine the representation of these nations in the European Parliament, influencing key issues like migration, climate change, and economic policy. Ireland's Sinn Féin party is looking to capitalize on this opportunity ahead of a crucial national election, while the Czech Republic's centrist opposition party, ANO, is leading in the polls, highlighting the election's high stakes and potential impact on EU policies. Headline 8. Ireland and Czech Republic vote today. High-stakes EU parliamentary elections. Today, Ireland and the Czech Republic are voting in the European Union's high-stakes parliamentary elections. Irish voters are selecting 14 members for the European Parliament, with Sinn Féin making a strong push for support. In the Czech Republic, the centrist ANO party is leading a closely watched race for 21 parliamentary seats. These elections are part of a larger, continent-wide vote that will profoundly influence the EU's legislative agenda and its approach to major issues such as migration and climate change. Headline 9. Trump conviction, potential jail time as Judge mulls sentence. In a landmark verdict that reverberated across the nation, former President Donald Trump has been found guilty on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. The conviction, which marks a significant blow to Trump's once untouchable image, raises the specter of imprisonment, as each count carries a maximum penalty of 4 years behind bars. All eyes are now on Judge Juan Merchan, the presiding authority in this high-stakes legal saga. Known for his previous criticisms of Trump's conduct, Judge Merchan now holds the power to determine Trump's fate, casting a shadow of uncertainty over the former president's future. Legal experts remain divided on the likelihood of Trump facing jail time, with some pointing to his age and status as a first-time offender as potential mitigating factors. However, the severity of the charges and the gravity of the verdict leave little room for certainty in the outcome. Thank you for tuning in to EuroConnect News. Your engagement keeps us going. Stay connected for more updates and insights from across Europe. Don't forget to subscribe and be part of our journey.